Hello, if this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name is Carissa, and this is my first YouTube video. I'm a little out of my element here. I make TikToks. TikTok kind of consumes my life, actually. Whether I'm watching 1,000 TikToks in a row, making TikToks, I spend a little too much time over there. So I asked my followers if there was anything that they wanted to know about me, and I was really excited to see that I got a ton of questions. So I thought it would be better to hop on over to YouTube where I could make videos that are longer than a minute so I could answer them. So without further ado, let's get into this Q&A. If you see me look down at all in this video, I have the questions on my iPad and I do not have a photogenic memory. If you see me looking down in this video, I have my questions on my iPad just to keep things organized. Flowery asks, what are your hobbies? Well, when I'm not binging YouTube or anime, I like to cook, I like to bake. I really want to get into sewing. I've been looking into sewing machines lately. I think it'd be really cool to make my own clothes. You know, being a plus size gal, I can't always find what I want to wear. Like certain styles of clothing just don't get made in my size, which is an issue with the fashion industry that we can get into later. Point being, I really want to get into sewing because I want to wear what I want to wear and I don't want to have to worry about being a certain size to wear it. GamerGirl1456 asks, favorite makeup products? So I have a few. I don't want this list to be hella long because I still have a bunch of questions to get to. But off the top, NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. It is amazing. It is my favorite foundation. I've tried other brands in the past, but I always end up going back to my NARS foundation. It's a little pricey, but a little goes a long way. One bottle of NARS foundation lasts me a really long time. Now that I'm done fangirling over NARS, I really like NYX products. Right now I have on the NYX Hydro Primer. I'll put it on the screen. I can't remember the exact name of it. I also have on the NYX White Eyeliner for my lower lash line, and I use it as a bit of a highlight for my brow bone. And I have the NYX, what is it called? It's the really skinny NYX eyeliner. I'll put these down in the description right now because I cannot remember anything and I did not prepare enough for this video, obviously. But yeah, those are 3 products that I just cannot live without. Love them. Always go back to them. I hope I'm not pronouncing this wrong. MiraOg22 asks, what do you do for work? Oh, Miriam, I know who this is. We talk a lot on TikTok. My bad, girl. What do you do for work? If what you do isn't your dream job, what is your dream job? So right now I'm just a full-time student. I'd like to get a part-time job on the side, but I'm not going to be able to do my dream job for a while. I want to be a clinical psychologist because I really want to help people. I'm going to get my associates next month, but I still have to get my bachelor's, my master's, and my doctorate before I can actually practice clinical psychology. Vitosh Bagash asks, I love you, Venetris. What's one thing someone says to you as a compliment, but is actually an insult?
I'm glad you brung it up because I've been dying to talk about it for a fucking hot minute. First of all,
I actually find it really insulting when people say, you're really pretty for an albino girl. Or you're really pretty for this or for that. Can't you just call me pretty? It's kind of backhanded to add for ... You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not pretty for an albino girl. I'm just pretty and I happen to have albinism. Excuse me? I'm not very confident in the pronunciation of this, but I'm gonna give it my all. Veronica Chinos, 92, asks, congrats. That wasn't a question, but thank you. Where would you like to move to? I'd love to move to Atlanta. I'm from Georgia, born and raised. I rep Georgia so hard. But right now I'm living in California. California isn't bad, it's just not my home. So yeah, I want to end up in Atlanta in a few years whenever my husband's done working in California. Queen Witch Coven asks, is your hair natural? Yes, my hair is 100% USDA certified natural. Honestly, going natural kind of changed my life. It's changed how I view myself. It's changed my confidence, my perception. It's been great. Exo Gabs asks, what is your biggest short-term goal? I don't really know how to answer that question because I don't really know what quantifies as a short-term goal. I guess if we're talking like big picture short-term goals, I want to get my bachelor's. Like I said, I'm going to get my associate's next month. So I like to get my bachelor's. If we're talking about personal life, I'm currently working on losing weight. I've lost 21 pounds so far, so I hope I can keep that momentum going. I hope that answered your question. I don't feel like I did. I don't know. I'm trying my best here. Zamira Lozano asks, how was your life when you were younger as a mixed person with albinism? So I don't feel like being mixed really affected my life too much as having albinism did. There were a few older family members on my father's side of the family that kind of didn't claim me because they didn't understand what albinism was. But aside from that, being mixed never really affected my life negatively. I went to a predominantly Black elementary school, so I never really felt mixed, even though I had a white mother. It's really hard to explain. Saskia-san 1988 asks, which countries have you visited or which country would you visit? Greetings from Switzerland. Well, now I gotta go to Switzerland. But aside from that, I haven't been out of the country. I don't even have a passport, but I would love to go to Germany and Japan. Fat 29, I'm gonna have to censor your name, Ma. But I mean, power to you. Can you dye your hair or will it do something? So a lot of people have a misconception that people with albinism can't dye their hair. To be honest, aside from the fact that we don't make melanin, our hair is no different from anybody else's. What really affects your ability to dye your hair more so is your porosity and just a ton of other factors. But regardless, I have dyed my hair before. I'll put a picture here. And it was semi-permanent dye and it stayed in my hair forever. A lot of people think that people with albinism can't dye their hair because it won't hold pigment. Our skin and hair can hold pigment. We just don't produce pigment for it to hold. I hope that answered your question. That's all the questions I'm going to be answering today. The sun's going down, the lighting's getting really bad, but thank you so much for sitting through this video and getting to know me a little better. If there's anything you want to see me do in the future, leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more of my face, feel free to subscribe. I plan on putting out a lot more content. I'm aiming for 1 video a week. Please don't hold me to it. Like I said, I'm still very, very new to this, but the goal is 1 video a week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. See you later.